Okay, for this problem, Bob, the physics student, wants to lift his piano up to the second floor of his house. The problem is that the piano is too heavy for Bob to lift just by himself with a rope. So he decides to use a simple machine. In this case, he decides to use pulleys. So he sets up one from the floor that he's lifting and one onto the bottom of, or the top of the piano. All he needs to know now is really how many times through he needs to loop the rope in order for him to be able to pull the piano up with the amount of force that he can exert. So, to start with, Bob knows that he can pull with 200 newtons of force. So he can pull on this rope right here with 200 newtons of force. And he also knows that his piano is 240 kilograms. Now, because Bob is a physics student, he knows that 240 kilograms equals 2,400 newtons. Bob knows that he can use the equation mechanical advantage equals force out over force in. Now, he knows to use this equation and not the one with distance because all that he knows right now is how much the piano weighs and how much force he can pull with. So he plugs into this equation. He knows the force out has to be 2,400 newtons. And he knows that his force in is whatever he's pulling on this rope with. So he knows that that is 200 newtons. And when he divides this all up, he knows that his mechanical advantage is going to be 12. So now what he needs to do is figure out a way to relate this mechanical advantage with the number of times the rope goes through this pulley system. So he also knows that mechanical advantage is equal to the number of supporting ropes in a pulley system. That is in reference to these ropes here, and not the rope that he's pulling. Now that he has these two equations, he notices that he has mechanical advantage on one side of each of them. So he knows that he can set them equal. So he knows that 12 is equal to the number of supporting ropes in a pulley system. Now Bob knows that all he needs to do to lift his piano up to the second floor right here is to simply take this rope and wrap it around this pulley system 6 times because it'll go through, there's 2 per time you wrap it around. That is his answer.